can download it. So I'm sharing my screen. So my screen is visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is an basic overview session what I'm giving. Just at the high level, we'll understand what is SAP. Okay, what is our software actually? It is an offline software ID says, so which I will install into your PC. That offline software, it is from IDs. It is called as ID software, IDES. Okay, Internet Demonstration and Evaluation System. It is actually, it is from SAP itself. Okay, they have given you a bunch of package for practicing. Okay, only for practice this software will be used. It is a offline, so online is also there, as Mahesh has taken server application, so that is also IDs only, but it is provided by some different companies as well. Okay, so introduction to SAP projects, I already taken you to SAP projects like implementation, right, support, rollouts and upgrading. So once again we will see that, and navigation part we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, so SAP IDs is an offline software in which you will be able to work just like a consultant, SAP consultant, where you can also practice. Okay, it is nothing but a R3 system. R3, I told you, R stands for real time. So real time means whatever the update we have or we do in any data, that will be communicated between the dependencies, that is we call it as an it is coordinated between other modules as well, and it will give you the update instantaneously. So whatever changes we do at the database, it will be updated immediately. That is called real time. So in the previous class I have given you examples on real time, right? 3 stands for 3 tier architecture. So when SAP was originated in 1972, it was having R1 system. Okay, only one tier architecture it has. So after certain duration, like 10 years, over 30 years, now it is came up with R3 system. 3 stands for 3 tier architecture, where the first architecture, that is the foundation for SAP, is a presentation layer we call. There are 3 tier, okay, architecture we call. So those are called as, one is presentation layer, second one is application layer, third one is database layer. Okay, we call it as a layers or architecture or pillars of SAP. Presentation means just like your monitor, SAP will take input and it will give you the output. Okay, that output we can see in a graphical user interface. We call it as a GUI. Okay, graphical user interface, nothing but an output from an SAP. Okay, whatever input you do, just like in a Word or Excel, if you type X will be visible on your screen, right? So how it will be visible? There is a programming in the computer, right? Whatever you give input, it will understand in its own language and it will provide you the output that can be seen on a monitor. That monitor is called as GUI. Okay, that is a user interface where user can interact with the system. Interface means, I told you, it is a communication between two systems, user and the system. Okay, it will give you the output that can be seen on a screen. Okay, that screen in SAP we call it as a presentation layer. It is one of the main architecture in SAP, so that you can see the output. Okay, so as I said, whatever you give input, it will have its own language called as an ABAP. advanced business programming, right? ABAP, advanced business application and programming, that is. Okay. It's just like C++ and C language combination, where it will take communication in the form of a transaction codes. So in SAP, whatever we communicate with the system, it should be in the form of a transaction codes. We are giving a command in SAP in the form of a code. Code will be a 4 digits, or if it is a customized, then it will be more than a 4 digit, okay, character. So it will have its own meaning that ABAP will understand, and it will give you the output. So whatever communication we do with the SAP is through T codes. T stands for transaction. You are transacting with the system. Okay. Transaction means give and take, right? In simple word, we can call give and take policy. So how we can interact with the system means through transaction codes. Nothing but a command. Okay. So that is having a base of ABAP. It will understand in its own language that work, I mean the background work which cannot be seen, that is called as an application layer. Okay. First one, it is a foreground. Foreground means you can see. Front end it is. Back end, there is a program that is called as an application layer. It has a huge technical ABAP system. Okay. It will take the input and it will instantaneously give you the output. Okay. So that interaction between your input and output, it is nothing but an application. Okay. Application is nothing but a program that runs in the back end of a system. That is a second architecture tier in a SAP. And third, whatever transactions you do, whatever communication you do, whatever process you do with the SAP system, it is preserved. Preserved means it is saved in a database, and it is in the form of history. History means you can recall whenever you require. Okay, whatever data you preserve, it will be saved in a single database. See, every module, like we are with the plant maintenance, other modules are also there. Like finance module is there, material management module is there, production planning is there, HR is there. All are using only one database. One SAP application means you can either work with finance, you can work with plant maintenance, you can work with only one software for all solutions. It is having a common database. We can call it as a single database, common database. So it is just like a hard disk. It will save all the transactions what you do, or all the data what you preserve, and each data can be recalled whenever you want, and you can see whosoever it is created, or whosoever has edited it, changed it. Okay, you can track the history. Okay, whosoever made, what are the changes they made, you can also track in the form of a history. So that is through database. Database is nothing but a memory of an SAP. Okay, so this is what R3. This R3 is there in the ID system, the software what I install in your PC, or the software in which you are practicing through online also. It is a R3 system. It is for demonstration. Demo means you can practice. Okay, it has all the modules in it. It has a reputed companies in it, local companies mapped as a, for a practice. You can take the company's code, company's name, and you can own the data. For maintenance, what are the data needed? You can create. Okay, it represents a model company. Okay, and it has all business scenarios. All business scenario means all modules you can work out. One software you can practice. Either tomorrow if you want to learn material management, you can learn with this software also, or you want to learn production planning, you can also learn that with the same software. Okay, that is a single database, we can call it as. Okay, so it is integrated with all modules and you can execute any kind of data. Okay, and you can do any kind of work. Some restrictions are there. Okay, just like what I said, enhancement is not possible in this IDs. Only few enhancements are there, but it will not work out because enhancement needs additional programming systems. That additional programming, when you purchase this software from the SAP for your business, then they will provide you. Okay, it costs you around crores together. Any business, if they want to merge with SAP, then SAP company from Germany, they will provide the support, that is software required for business. There are two types. One, on premise you can have, or on cloud you can have. Okay, SAP, if you want to take for your business, you can go with on premise or on cloud. On premise means you have to purchase servers. Servers means, you know, right? It's a hard disk with a huge memory, right? Terabytes and gigabytes together memory will be there, and with the good processing systems. You have to purchase servers, and then SAP will provide their software. They will provide the support and annual maintenance with their service level agreement, what they have negotiated with the business. On cloud means SAP, there is no servers, it is a cloud application. You know Google Cloud, right? Cloud application means you will not see any server on premise. On premise means in the company it is situated. Premise means it is a place. You should locate a place for server. For company servers, you should have a location. There is a server rooms. Okay, server rooms will be there in a company where all your data will be preserved. So that will be absent in cloud. SAP will give the space in their cloud and they will do the maintenance. It is having its own charges. So on premise or on cloud, two applications are there. Okay, to have a SAP into your business. Okay, this is what ID system is. ID stands for Internet Demonstration and Evaluation System. It is a practice software from SAP. Any doubts in it?
No, sir.
Okay. So I told you to collect the versions and history of evolution. So this is how you have to collect. See, in 1972 it is originated. In 1972 it is originated for first finance. Okay, see here R1 is there. Only operating system DOS, MS DOS was there. You know MS DOS, disk operating system were there. Okay, so 79. So after 20 to 30 years, it has got a big revolution. Okay, see R3 is introduced in 92. Three-tier architecture ERP solution enabling SAP to be used by enterprise. Only for finance it was there earlier. Now after 92, see you can see first how it was there. SAP R3 Enterprise Edition 1.0A it was. Next same Enterprise Edition 293, 395, 98, 40B something they have released. Now here some application they have given my SAP like that with a solution software. This is solution means what I can say integrated with some ticket raising tools. Okay, so later on in 2003 and 2004, you can see it has become central component. So earlier it was edition, enterprise edition like this. Later on they have changed as a central component, ECC. Okay, so from fifth revolution or fifth version 5.0, it turned into enterprise central component, ECC. One component, one central database for all solution they have invented. Okay, so later on in 2005 again there is a latest version. Okay, all in one solution with the enhancement package they are calling, we call this as a EHP. Okay, EHP we call it as enhancement pack, means some additional features in the version. Here sixth version release, some additional they have given as a package for business solution, they called it as a business all in one. Okay, so likewise up to EHP 8 is there. Okay, 2013 EHP 7, later on EHP 8 is also there. Okay, almost HANA it is. So later on they invented some fast processing. Okay, very less integration with Oracle and Microsoft. They have created, they have invented this S4 HANA. S stands for suite, 4 is a version, H is highly efficient, AN means analytical application. Okay, so now by 2030 it will be there in the market. All other models will go. I mean ECC will go. It is a fast processing. Okay, it has more memory. You have to search in Google difference between ECC and HANA. You have to search, at least collect 10 points, so that in interview you can able to crack. So many HANA versions are there later on. Okay, see, whenever you see any digits like this, it indicates first two digits indicates year. 15 means 2015, 03 is a March. Okay, if you see like this, first two digit will be a year and this is a month of release. Okay, so you can see 1511, it is a 15 November. Okay, on cloud I told you same application, on premise is different, on cloud application is different. Okay, it is purely by SAP itself. They will provide space for your business and they will maintain the SAP, any maintenance in SAP, they only responsible for all the transactions. Okay, so NetWeaver, so NetWeaver, it is one of the application. Okay, so that the users or consultants can also do some changes using this NetWeaver versions. Client is somewhere, client means company is somewhere. Okay, and users are somewhere or consultants are at somewhere. Through this network application only we can open the SAP applications. Fiori, so moving forward what happened in SAP, even from tab and from mobile you can operate SAP. Okay, so through tab application. Okay, so in shop floor what happens, so it requires some system, right? One computer, one something laptop it is required, but for mobile in shop floor some technicians are required to use the SAP. Then also they came up with some solution called Fiori. So Fiori means it is the latest HANA technology through which mobile applications are enabled. Okay, collect details about this Fiori and all at very high level I'm telling. Okay, you have to collect details. So 3.0 is in market, that is came into existence in 2019. So ERP, enterprise resource planning, you know. ECC is enterprise central component. Earlier it was enterprise edition. After that it is, earlier it was ERP, then enterprise edition, and all in one business solution, that is called as a ECC. Okay. ECC 6 is latest version, EHP 7 and EHP 8 are there. Okay. Now what I install in your PC is EHP 6, ECC 6. Okay. Any doubts so far? I will share this PPT in the Skype. You can download and you can go through it. Okay. No need to worry. So I explained you what are the SAP projects. So implementation, support, rollout and enhancement. The details I have given here. For the first time you can see. Okay. Implementation means it will be from scratch. It will be for first time. Okay. Support means after implementing you need to resolve the issues raised by the company or business SAP process. For that ticketing tools are required. Some support team is required to resolve the issues. Those are raised by daily routines or day in day out transactions with the SAP. Okay. Rollout, I told you, for different locations. Okay. Or your company is having your company is situated at more locations than one. You have 3 to 4 companies at different locations. You can implement at one and you can copy paste to another for other plants. You can upgrade for other plants also, you can upgrade. So that is called as a rollout. Okay. So upgradation means, so earlier version to latest version, upgrading is nothing but a upgrading project. Okay. So how this implementation will takes place in any industry? Okay, there are two project systems. Okay, project system, not SAP projects. I'm telling project system. This subject is belongs to PMP certification. Have you heard PMP? Project Management and Planning. It is from Washington. Just like TQM. TQM is from Japan. PMP is from Washington. Okay. In their project management, how best you can handle any project. Okay, there are so many subjects are there on it. From there they have extracted two types of projects, I mean systems or methodology you can take. Okay, one is called ASAP methodology, that is accelerated SAP methodology we call it as. Another one is called agile methodology. These two methodologies are used to implement SAP. Okay, we call it as ASAP sometimes. ASAP means accelerated SAP methodology. So how it is implemented means it is called as a full cycle implementation. Full cycle means end to end, scratch to go live. Okay, here are the phases. First, project preparation will be there. As I told, see, organization and process starts gathering means you think one service providing company will be there like Accenture, Infosys, Wipro, and manufacturing company is there like Tata, Birla, Cement, Dalmia, JSW. Okay, so if their business requires SAP means they will approach for any service providing companies. Then suppose you think some X company is ready with negotiation. Okay, there will be some documents will be there for agreement in how many days they will do the project. Okay, after completing the project, what could be the support duration? Okay, what could be the service level agreements? Those will be negotiated. Okay, once this company finalizes the service provider, then starts the implementing process. What they will do, first they will understand the business processes. They will come to business premise. They will take KTs. KT means knowledge transfers. The people from the business, they will give knowledge transfer is, it will be a like training session. They will provide information on their business process to the service providers who implement the SAP. Okay, Once all KTs have been continued or it is finished or completed, then they will sit and they will do some project preparation, some rough sketch they will do. Okay, what are the things we have to do in SAP as per their business process? They will do a project preparation document. Okay, so once project preparation has been done, they will prepare a blueprint. Blueprint means before going to actual work there will be a duplicacy, means one foundation structure they will create. So before construction of any house you may get some blueprint. Blueprint is a, before going to actual work we have to plan, that is nothing but a plan, right? So they will prepare one plan, okay, to implement SAP as per their business processes, and they will do discussion. Okay, they will do discussion with the business leads. So this is how your business is, this is how we can map in SAP. Okay, this is the best solution. Okay, so this is what the plan is. Okay, there are so many documentations are there are so many agreements are there. Okay, so many memorandums are there. Memorandum means MOU, we call it as memorandum of understanding. Okay, each process or each stage will have its own documentation. Okay, they will take the document signed, duly signed by the business owners, and they will start preparing the project. Okay, business blueprint is a kind of plan. Before going to actual work they will prepare a plan. According to plan there will be a debate between business owner and the implementer. There is a know-how session, or there is a yes or no session, or there will be a questionnaire session. If your business is like this, I am mapping this in a SAP like this, they will tell. So business owner, no, you have to do like this, I don't want this, I want this. So there will be a know-how, or there will be an interaction regarding their process. Okay, in realization phase we call it as a phase. There are 5 phases of implementation: preparation phase, blueprint phase, realization phase PHASE, final preparation phase, and go live. Okay, so realization, there will be a debate or interaction, or there will be questionnaire. Once realization documents is completed, I mean okay thing is done. Okay, when business owner gives green signal, okay this is done, like this you have to implement. Okay, then they will go for final preparation. Again in final preparation also there might be some changes, it may happens. Okay, so those are all segregated and one final preparation will be done, and then it goes to live system. I mean go live means the user start using the SAP, every process through SAP only. Okay, that is called go live. After go live there will be a hypercare, we call it as a hypercare, means 24 by 7 the service provider has to give support to resolve the issues raised during go live. Go live means the user start using, the business employees will start using the SAP. Everything will be mapped in SAP. During that, there might be some problems, there might be issues. Okay, with the end users, we call it as a end user, super user, core user, like that in business. End users are operating the SAP. Okay, so there are certain roles and responsibilities. According to that they will provide some authorization to operate SAP. Okay, according to their roles they will operate. During their operation, if any problems exist or any issues rises, then there will be a hypercare team for 45 days. They will be available 24 by 7. They will work in shift ABC continually. Availability will be there. So immediately problem will be resolved after 45 days. So there is no hypercare, only support they will provide. Once they will ensure system is running smoothly, they will give only partial support or full support based on the business agreement. So that is called post go live. After go live, they will give some support. So these are all 5 phases. So here in ASAP methodology, it may take more than 2 years or 3 years, depends upon the size of the business. Here everything at a time they will collect, at a time they will release. Everything. Complete business is collected and complete business is mapped in SAP and complete business is going for live. So it will take 2 to 3 years, depends upon the business size. Maybe medium scale, large scale, very large scale industries. Okay, where data is huge. So it follows waterfall methodology, we call it as. ASAP follows waterfall approach or waterfall model, we call it as. So in preparation phase, all requirements can be gathered and it is designed how to implement in SAP, and they will start trialing, just like a trial and error. They will try implementation, they will do testing all together, that is called verification, and they will do maintenance, and that is a goal. This is all requirement here. Everything in the business, it is designed, implemented, verified, and it is maintained. Okay, whereas in agile what happens, it is called as a iterative or time based approach, and it requires only 3 to 6 months for implementation of any SAP in any business. It is called agile. In agile methodology, what happens, there will be a leader, or we call it as a scrum master. This is scrum means he is a project management leader, and there will be a owner. Okay, he is a owner, he is a user, he is a developer. There will be a scrum master. Here you can see, this is a team, he is a leader, he is a business owner. Okay, he will give, these are all priority. Okay, some list he will give in the business, these are all on top priority, it has to be implemented first. Okay, he will give some items required at urgent basis or on priority basis. This person and team, it will prioritize, they will give rank, first what to do, second what to do, third what to do. Okay, it is called product backlogging. Okay, this team will work on selected thing, first 1 to 3 items I need. Okay, they will break out those items and they will make it in a time frame. For first 3 weeks, one item should go online. Okay, like that, this task is broken out with respect to time frame. So when task is broken out with respect to time frame, it is called as a sprint. sprint, sprint it is called. Okay, on one sprint they will work for 1 to 4 weeks, or maybe multiple sprint. Okay, they will work for 1 to 4 weeks, and every day they will have a meeting, what they have implemented, what they have to review, and they will consult with product owner and they will finish that work. Okay, it is go live, it is ready for go live, I mean. Okay, it is a iterative method, we call it as. Iterative means the total project is broken into pieces, and few pieces with respect to duration or a time frame, it is mapped and it is ready for going live. That is the scrum framework, we call it as in agile. Okay, here you can see there is a, see here they will plan sprint 1 means 3 weeks time is there. Within 3 weeks they will deliver whatever the top priority. See Here two priorities chosen. These two will be processed in 3 weeks and they will keep it ready for go live. Okay. So next week again sprint to second top priority items they will take and they will finish. Okay, retrospective means they will verify the data is, they can refine the data, they can purify the data, they can retrospect means they will see for verification of data is it correct or not, like that. Okay, this is how two methodologies are followed for implementing the SAP. Earlier ASAP was there, ASAP. Now Agile is in boom. Everywhere you can see Agile kind of thing. Okay, where project will finish 6 to 12 months. Within 6 to 12 months, it will be finished. Okay, all 5 phases will be in one frame. Okay. So coming to SAP landscape, I told you the data is to be mapped and data is to be transferred for a go live. Where they will do, so in any implementation of SAP, there will be 3 hard disk, always 3 separate hard disk. Okay, minimum 3 disks hard disk is required. We call it as a servers. 3 servers or 3 clients, you can call it as a clients also. So those are called landscapes. First, initially, what the developer or the consultant will do trial and error. They will create data according to the business in a trial and error way in this server. There is a separate server to create initial data. Okay, what they will do, they will create the data according to the business, say sample 2 each, 3 data each. Okay, those data they will create in a development server. Once the data is created here, they will do some test here. Okay, for that data is good or not, data is accurate or not, the accuracy of data, they will do some development test, we call it as. Okay, or unit test, we call it as unit test. After passing unit test, they will move this data what created in the development to the quality server. It is called quality server or quality client or quality landscape. Okay, or quality environment, sometimes environment also used. So after passing through several tests, it will be moved here. So not like what you take printout or whenever you save the file in Excel or Word, how the file is transferred from a PC to pen drive. It is not like that. The data is stored in the form of a number. That number we call it as a TR number, transport request number. Transport request number. Whatever data you save, it will give you one number. That number, there is a separate team in the IT called BASIS, BASIS. So you are a consultant means you are creating and you are testing it and you are giving that transport request number to the BASIS team to move from one server to another server. So data is transferred from one server to another server in the form of a number. That number we call it as a TR number, transport request number. In that number the data will be saved. Again in quality, the people will sit here from all the department, they will do all kind of test. It is a pure data. Here we are purifying, refining it again. We are doing integration test, we are doing security test, we are doing end user test, we call it as user acceptance. Once user acceptance test is done, that is a final, user has to give green signal as according to my business process it is working. Once user acceptance test is done, then this data is moved to production. This is from quality to production. When you move the data, it is called as a go live. What it is called? Go live. Here only end users, the business employees, will start using the data from this, not from this or this. Here is a final data. Okay. When we move from quality to production, it is called as a go live. So it is available for using, the data is available for using the usage for users, end users. Okay. So development server, quality server, production server. So in some business, if it is rich, they will create one more server called sandbox, where you can do rough works for practice something. Okay, they will create one sandbox. Or in development only, they will have three servers. They will give some client name. We call it as a client. So client means always it is a 3-digit unique identification number it has. Client 800, client 600, client 400, like that. Okay, landscape is also nothing but a server. Client is also nothing but a server address. Okay, any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay, so these are all called landscapes, or your memory hard disk, where SAP data is preserved. So here it is a development, here it is a quality, here it is a production. Once moved here, even you too as a consultant who develop, they don't have ID to work here. It has separate IDs to work. When we have ID, I can work in development, I can work in quality, I cannot work in production. If any problems comes in production, they will raise a ticket by having a screenshot or something. This will be worked here. Yeah, upon this problem, they will work out here. They will create same process here. They will check. They will identify the things which are error, having errors. They will correct it. They will move it here. Also, they will call user and they will test it, and then once user accepted it, then it is moved to production in the support, during the support I'm telling. Okay, any doubts here for you?
No, sir.
This is how our landscape will work. Okay, this is agile and scrum, and there are certain tests. As I told, landscape means there are some tests. In each server, in each client, there will be a test. Okay, please go through it. Development unit testing. Once it is developed by you, tomorrow you are called as a consultant, you have to develop the data as per the business. Once it is developed, it should be executed by development system. This test alone pieces of functionality, we call it as a functionality, means from A to cycle. There will be a cycle, right? Any process you take, there are dots you have to connect through the cycle, right? So that cycle you are testing here. Okay, HR example is given here, you go through it. Okay, security, only for me it has to work because I have ID. For others it should not work because they don't have ID. That is done through security. That is called authorization and rules and authorization is provided by security team. There will be separate security team will be there. They will provide you the IDs, work in the server. Okay, integration, I told you integration means It is a coordination between each department. As I in maintenance, I need a manpower, I need a component, I need a money. So money is handled from finance, material is handled from material department, and manpower is handled from HR, material management, finance has to be integrated with plant maintenance, or else you cannot do maintenance. To do any repair you require all this. So it should require some account, it should require some manpower names, it requires some material component as a spare to repair. So all together that cycle has to work, right? So that integration they will see. If I drag a manpower, his attendance, his scheduling will be there. Okay. When I do work on any equipment, if it consumes material, material should be there. That material cost, labor cost, the equipment stoppage cost, everything has to reflect in finance. So all those are working simultaneously or not, they will test in an integration. There is a separate testing team will be there. You have to sit as a consultant and you have to ensure the integration test is done and it is good. Okay. Some parallel testing will be there. Parallel testing means I told you industry is having lakhs together equipment, crores together equipment, right? But you are not building cross together equipment. There is a tool to create cross together equipment. We call it as a legacy system. Legacy. Legacy means where you have to upload mass data, cross together data. That is, you have to make it through some users. In the production, it is done, not in development or quality. Production server, you need to upload mass data. We have some tools. Okay, we will provide some training to the end user. We have some templates where we will ask them to get all data. Once that excel is tested for data, then that excel is given to the tool. The tool is will create data, throws together data in a fingertips it will create. We are having some tools called legacy system tools, that is comes under parallel testing. And finally it is done in quality, user acceptance test, UAT. Okay, so here everybody will sit, and with especially end user who uses the SAP, he will check for the accuracy of the data and cycles of the process. Once he gives green signal, from here it is moved to the production. Okay, if it is failed, again it will be reverted back to the development, and again it is worked, and again it is refined, and again it is sent for testing. Okay, so there are some data in SAP. We call it as configuration data, we call it master data, we call it as transaction data. Regarding this we will see tomorrow. Okay, this is my syllabus for this subject. For maintenance, you require master data and transactional data. This is the syllabus. Okay, it will take almost 45 classes for me. For your batch, I will do only theory and process flow. Configuration is a constant part. I will send you the recording of previous batches. You have to go through that recording. If you have doubt, I can able to clear. Okay. So after this we will go with the navigation, how to navigate in SAP, how credentials will be given. So tomorrow we will deal with this. Any doubts so far till now? Any doubts, Mahesh, others?
No, sir.
So I will stop the recording.